Hi, welcome back. We are at the other school site that we teach at. This garden I think has like 21 beds. It's a fantastic school garden, and you can see right there, there's the school. We have this nice corner of the school property. Let me turn this around so you can see it. Okay, so there's a lot of fennel growing. Since it is a learning garden, we have left a lot of the plants over the summer, and it's still producing some broccoli. Over here, we have different colored greens. We have little spider creatures, lots of fennel. The Kuka melon has taken over. We had constructed some trellising here for the tomatoes. You can see the tomatoes are still producing. We'll probably get some winter tomatoes if we leave them in. The radishes are forming seed pods. And here, the Kuka melons are really loving this late summer heat into fall. And you can see it looks like little watermelons. Really cute. Then over here, we actually have some, we have some corn. This is another tomato trellising. Now, we were not here over the summer. There was another group here that kind of learned and played, but we didn't do much. And I did pop in just to make sure everything looked okay. So these are radish seed pods, or actually this is collard greens maybe, seed pods right here. And maybe another week they'll all dry out and you can actually collect those seeds. This garden is not as dry as the other one, and even though it's in the same city, it's a little bit different. And we have onions here. This one runs a little bit hotter than the other location, and they are still producing. So we have all sorts of different tomatoes. This one's kind of funky looking. That's an interesting one. And then this one looks like there's a raspberry plant that got in there. You might need to trellis that one. This is Cleveland sage, one of my favorites. It smells so good. It is drought tolerant. There is a citrus tree back there. Let me bring you closer. So this one is a multi-graft citrus tree. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe they decided to strip the tree, or something came and ate all the leaves. It dropped all of its leaves. It was stressed or something. But I believe this is the lemon side, and this might be the orange, because you can see the fruit is a little bit rounder. You can see that. Lighting is a little bit hard, so it's a little bit rounder there. And then these ones look a little bit more like lemon. I don't know if you can tell the difference. So the kids are on the basketball court. It's a little bit loud, but let me show you what else we have. So here, there's a swallowtail right there. And Fennel is a swallowtail pollinator. You can see. It's depositing its eggs. We have some ladybugs on this fennel. You can see right there, it's depositing its eggs. Little female. And then here we have a lot of kale. So the kids get to come through and they take pieces to try. Look, it's back right here next to me. Then over here, the garden is overgrown on purpose because it's a learning garden, and we let the kids go through here, sample, taste, touch, feel, smell. And here we have a Kuka melon plant. There's lots of bees doing its pollination, and you can see there are Kuka melons on here. Right here, it looks like a melon. And there's little teeny tiny, that's the leaf. There's teeny tiny flowers right there to get pollinated to turn into a Kuka melon. So this entire thing has taken over. It's actually perennial here, and it'll come back every year. Then over here, we have some collard greens, And then over there, some tomato. There's more collards right there. Here, the kids already came through and mowed it down, but that's a sign of kids eating greens. While it looks not great on the plant, it means kids are eating it, and that's always a good thing when they fight each other to eat some vegetables. Here is another one. Now this one has lots of aphids on it. We have a cabbage moth right here. We don't spray anything, not even organic, not even soap. So the kids can learn all about organic gardening. You can see it's a little rusting right there for you. Then here you can see there's actually a lot of aphid action on there. And they're moving around. You can see up close. They're very active right now. So the kids won't eat this one, but we want them to understand what bugs are good for the garden, which ones aren't. And while we don't like aphids in the garden, they are food for ladybugs and also praying mantis and some other critters too. Here we have a lot of fennel still flowering. Basically, I think a few years ago, they started the garden, there was fennel planted, and it just seeded everywhere. So I'll flip this. There's fennel there, fennel there, fennel there, fennel there, fennel here, and then here also, all the same fennel. But look, there's a lot of ladybugs. The ladybugs are looking for food. There's one right there. You can see it right there. There's another little one right there. There's another there. There's a lot of ladybugs. We have hoverflies that are eating and pollinating. So it's very full and alive, and it looks fantastic. Right here, it is fall, so it is as expected that the corn is dying back. We did have squirrels come and eat all the corn cobs because the kids weren't here during the summer, but we have a squash, so this was like a Three Sisters setup. We have corn, squash, and then I don't think the beans took, but that was this teaching lesson here. And then over here, there's still a lot of tomatoes on this one. It is a little bit tired. It was hot this summer, but if we let it grow, we actually can do overwintered tomatoes in Southern California. There's a lot of different seed pods that are forming. Okay, so what's next? For these two beds, we are letting the kids eat everything that's in here. And then we are going to redo the irrigation. When it comes to irrigation, this is not efficient at all. There's not good coverage. If there's a seed anywhere in between here and here, it will not germinate. There is no irrigation for it. So even though this is drip line, it looks like it's every 12 inches, and that one is also 12 inches. So in between, we're not getting adequate coverage. And so we're gonna fix this. We're actually gonna make a leader line to there and then do 1/4-inch drip line along here and along here. So that way we have better coverage for the seedlings for the fall. This swallowtail keeps going for the fennel. So that's the reason why we keep the fennel. Look, there it is, still doing its thing. She's depositing little eggs. I'd love to know if you have a school garden in your area or if you're looking to start one. Let me know in the comments below. This garden was already established, and we took this over to teach and to maintain it for them. But at the other school, I did design that. You can see that in another video. And let me know if you need help establishing a garden. I created a Garden Buddy program. We're fostering mentorship in the school and also building community. So let me know if you want to know more about that, and I'll see you in the next video. I think your class is here.